Hey, it's your man Bonte, 3 for Successful Convicts, and today I'm about to put y'all up on some game. I had to make a video on this. Hey, it's your man Bonte, 3 for Successful Convicts, and I'm back to put y'all up on this game. Now, first, let me tell y'all this. Yesterday, I went in to the dentist because I had a toothache. Now, come to find out, they did the x-rays and they said it might have been my wisdom teeth that was making the other teeth feel like they was hurting because it was right next to it, because it wasn't my wisdom tooth that was hurting. But long story short, I got an appointment yesterday, thought I was going in to get my teeth cleaned and got my wisdom teeth pulled. But as you see, I'm talking better, feeling better, and I'm back. And I'm back to give y'all more game and put y'all up on this. Now, before I get into my spiel, have y'all been noticing the sign of the times? What do I mean by sign of the times? A lot of major stores are closing down. Toys R Us closed down, Sears closed down, a lot of TJ Maxx's was closing down. There's been a lot of stores closing down. The sign of the times is Amazon and a lot of web businesses are taking over because people are getting to the point where they don't want to come out their houses. You know, it was already getting to that point, but the pandemic pushed that point even further because now people got DoorDash to get their food, they got Instacart to get their groceries, they got Amazon and all these other different sites to get all the other stuff, their clothes, their shoes, housewares. You don't even got to go out of your house. You can do everything online. So what does that mean? Where's the stuff coming from? It's coming from a warehouse. How's it getting to the warehouse? Through trucks. So that means in the future, the three big things are going to be an online business, warehousing, and trucking. You're either going to work in the warehouse, you're going to be driving the truck to take it back and forth from the warehouses to the warehouses that drop them off, or you're going to have an online business. Now today, I'm here to tell you about the trucking industry. It's a felon-friendly industry that really is not so much about your background, it's more about your driving record. And I know myself, I was looking for programs because now even the trucking school has changed because it's such a high demand for it. Now the stipulations on getting your CDL is a little bit different. A lot of times, don't quote me on it, I don't know if you can just go in and just take your driving test like you used to be able to, but now you have to go to trucking school. And as we all know, trucking school, any school, can be expensive. I know I looked into trucking school and it was upwards of $5,000 plus. Now you got a lot of companies that'll pay for you to get your trucking license, which we already know if they give you something, they're gonna want a lot in return. What do they want in return? A year commitment, 18 months commitment, 2-year commitment, 3-year commitment. Depends on the company and what all they do and provide for you. Now, I had talked to this one company and they was gonna put me up in a hotel, you know, help me with the testing process and all that type of stuff. And in return, I had to provide them with an 18-month commitment. Now, on the plus side of that, you can get you a job afterwards with a company that provides tuition reimbursement, which they would pay up to a certain amount of your tuition that you pay for trucking school. So me thinking ahead, I asked the lady, so what if I didn't fulfill my commitment? And she was just like, oh, then the $12,000 that we provide for your schooling will be due. So if you're going to school and you're trying to get this job, it's good to say that you don't have the $12,000 just sitting around. That's where you get jammed up. So on comes the friendly grants for going to school. I don't know what state you're in. I'm in the state of Minnesota. I know I found one in Illinois, which is, the program was in Chicago, which I happen to be from, but I didn't have an Illinois ID, so I didn't qualify for that program. I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked around Minnesota for a program. I couldn't find one. And then bam, I found one. The program is through Emerge. I don't know if you ever heard of Emerge, but you're hearing about it now. Emerge. Emerge provides CDL training for ex-felons. And that's crazy because I've never heard of a program where the requirement is you have to have been to prison. Emerge. So, I'll tell you about this program right quick. Now, to be eligible, I'm about to read these off. All students must be 21 plus. So you got to be 21 years or older. Sorry if you're not, but these are the eligibility qualifications. And if you fit these criteria, I suggest you jump on it because you're not going to find too many programs. You're not going to find too many people beside Boss Man Brewster. Shout out to him because he's actually helping people get their CDLs, but he's in Texas. So if you're not in the Texas area, or I think if you somewhere else, he'd probably help you too, but this Emerge program. So all students must be 21 plus. All students must hold a valid Class D license and Class A permit. You got to get your CDL permit. And they provide you info on passing that CDL permit, as well as they pay for the DOT inspection. I mean, the DOT, the medical thing you got to get from the DOT, they pay for that. All students must be able to pass a DOT physical and drug screen. That's what I was talking about, the DOT physical. Got to pass a drug screen. So if you're looking for a career, if you're looking for a way to make money upwards toward 100,000 plus, hey, put the drugs down, clean your system out, get the training. And I'm not gonna say go back to that, but see what life has to offer you outside of drugs, outside of alcohol. Speaking of alcohol, no DWI, driving while intoxicated, DUI, driving under the influence, in the past 5 years. No careless/reckless driving citations in the past 5 years. No suspended license in the past 5 years. No more than 3 moving violations in the past 3 years. And no use of electronic device while driving citation. That's driving while texting, that type of stuff. Even I see electronic device, so I guess, you know, sometimes they pull you over and you say, oh, I was messing with the GPS or whatever. You still can get a citation. You can't have that on your record and get this program. Now, let me see. What else? So I'm going to show you these flyers too. She gave the lady who I talked to, who is Veronica Tucker. She's the Reentry Training program. The Reentry Training coach for the program. I'm going to leave you all this information before the video is over. Now this says Restore Reentry Services. Overcoming a criminal background, we're here for you. Now, not only do they have CDL training, but they also offer forklift and manufacturing training. And I was talking to her, she was even telling me that they offer barber school training. So, man, this information right here is valuable. This is some real valuable information. And the crazy thing about it is, she said the program has a lot of money, yet it has not a lot of people to participate in the program. So for you, if you are in Minnesota, I don't think it matters what part of Minnesota you're in, but if you're a Minnesota resident, an ex-felon, and you're trying to get this training, you need to get up with these people. I'm gonna leave the information for you, but don't say Bonte 83 for successful convicts, then lead you to the water. I can't make you drink it.